That beat was sent in by Zoe Beats. Shout out to Zoe Beats. If you want to send in your beats, we play them at the beginning of every podcast. You can send them in to hellamoted@gmail.com, or you could go to hellamoted.com, click the link, and you can send it there. And what's up, Bong? Bong is back.
I'm back. Miss you all.
After a 2-week hiatus, man.
And I'm back for good now, so it's good.
Do you feel rusty or you feel rested?
Nah, not even, man. Crazy weekend. Your brother knows.
Not rested at all.
Not rested at all. But
do you feel rusty, though? Or
rusty? Nah.
You're back to it?
I'm ready to talk.
Nice. Yeah, thank you for everyone for giving us love. We've been getting a lot of love on SoundCloud now. The comments are going up.
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to hear too.
Going real up. Shout out to everybody who's been commenting and reposting and liking on SoundCloud.
Subscribing and all.
That shit really helps a lot because, it gets their followers to see it. So just expand the show. That's pretty cool. Thank you to everyone who's been listening on iTunes, on wherever you're at listening to. And
if we're not even on the platform that you want, let us know so that we get up on there for you.
Yeah, dude, last week was crazy because I did that fucking podcast myself.
I know, man. That's just crazy.
I did a Bill Burr style podcast. If you haven't listened to that podcast, I was probably talking nonsense. I talked about like my job. I talked about filmmaking, but I don't know.
At least they got to get a more in-depth like feeling of you in a sense.
You got to do a solo one of these days. Oh shit. Solo bongcast.
You're just gonna hear the lighter go off hella times.
Hella moded the bongcast. The lighter go off.
Lighter clicks and me coughing and a lot of dead area. Dead sound.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Free Bread. Go to freebreadintl.com and you can get all your latest news on music, on fashion, on art, on culture. Honestly, if you're not up on it yet, if you haven't been up on it, I don't know what you're doing. We got hella cool exclusive videos, exclusive song releases. We're up on the new shit real quick. So if you want to be up on the new shit real quick, go to freebreadintl.com and you can see everything right there. And also, we are brought to you by The Gray. If you want to go thrifting and maybe you don't have a cool thrift shop, or maybe you do have a cool thrift shop but you don't have the time to go thrifting, well, The Gray solves all that for you. Basically what they do is they thrift for you, find all the cool shit, they organize it by color and style and make lookbooks so you know how you could style it and you get inspired from the pictures. And yeah, you can find everything at thegray.us. That's The Gray with an A, and everything is right there for you. All right.
I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh. Shit. Molded.
I just got molded.
Molded. You got molded.
Molded. Let me see molded face. Molded.
How's it feel to get molded, bitch?
Molded.
Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You're stupid.
When you get molded, you'll say anything to change the subject.
Molded.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hella Moted. This is episode number 13 now.
13 is my favorite number.
It is. I remember you telling me that.
It's my birthday backwards.
Oh, yeah.
And 3 + 1 = 4.
I don't know what that has to do with it. But yeah, most people don't like 13. Like Friday the 13th.
They think it's bad luck or whatever. I don't know. Chances are, like, usually it lands on a Friday. And for the ones that I do remember, they ended up being like rainy days too. I don't know.
on Friday the 13th?
That's what I remember. Like, the past ones I remember. I don't remember too many like bad ones.
Well, anytime the first of the month starts on a Sunday, then you know that it's going to be a Friday the 13th that month. So,
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, more knowledge. I always looked at it. Like, anytime you look at like a calendar and you see it like a square block where the one of that month starts on Sunday, then you know there's a Friday the 13th right there.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
You really never looked into that shit?
No.
I like.
I don't really trip. I don't really like. I'm not very superstitious.
Me neither.
But like, I always thought Friday the 13th was just another day, but I just find 13 to be my lucky number.
Yeah, Friday the 13th was always another day for me. Anyways, this Donald Trump shit has been going around everywhere. I like to stay away from the
Politics and shit.
Yeah, the election and all the politics, but this shit is just too crazy. And I feel like we should give our views on this whole crazy
And finally participate
in the conversation because got to use this voice for something, feel me?
Yeah, freedom of speech.
Let's check this out.
She was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
That's huge news, Sarah.
No, Nancy. No, this was marriages. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. Then all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
Jeez, your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa!
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald has scored! Whoa! Oh, my man! Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of your legs.
Set this up.
That is very.
Give me the thumbs
Look at
up.
you. You are a.
I wonder when this is from.
You gotta get the thumbs
Yeah.
up. Can't be too happy.
They're in like a tour bus, it looks like.
You and I will walk there.
Oh my god.
And I wonder who was recording too.
Maybe it's a different.
Yeah.
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's her with the gold. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
Wow.
You can do anything.
Who says shit like that?
That shit just came off way too smooth, like
Grab him by the pussy?
like
That's right.
smoother than fuck her right in the pussy.
That's good legs.
Fucking
Grab
Donald,
by the
huh?
pussy. Grab them by the pussy. It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Grab them by the pussy. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember? Grab them by the pussy.
Down below.
Grab them by the pussy.
Pull down.
Grab them by the pussy. Hello, how are you? Hi.
He's all
How are
acting
you?
normal and shit.
Terrific.
He hopped out of the tour
Terrific.
bus
You know
all
Billy
acting
Bush?
normal.
How are you?
Nice to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
good.
Doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
Did he not know that the mic was hot or something?
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Melania said this was
I
okay.
just got off the bus.
Bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well, you've got a nice coach.
Look at her trying
Yes,
to play it off so
absolutely.
smooth.
Come on,
Like,
Billy. Don't be shy.
As soon as a beautiful woman shows up, he just...
I thought he was gonna make out with her instantly.
I'm sorry, come here.
Let the little guy in there. Come
Yeah,
on.
let the little guy in. How you feel now, better? I should
He looked at her like,
Walk next to a guy like this.
Dude, I don't like this Billy Bush character either.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
This
better.
is much better. This is
He seems like that guy. You know, like those mafia people? There's like the Godfather, and then there's that other guy who's like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm going to do this. And he's like, yeah, see? He's like that guy. Billy Bush is that yeah guy.
kind of like what was his name? Like Joe Pesci.
Yeah, he's but Joe Pesci's tight.
Yeah,
Joe Pesci's
he's
different.
the OG original. Like he made that role. You know, what I mean? He made that role common.
I remember there was like in the Little Mermaid cartoon, there was like a gangster fish, and then there was like the friend fish, like the
Like
lackey,
Flounder.
the
Flounder's-
lackey of the gangster fish. It wasn't. I don't know who
Flounder
the
was like
characters
the
were.
friendly ass little colorful big.
Yeah, but there was like this
Smiley one.
character in the Little Mermaid one where it was the gangster one and then the friend one, and the friend was like, "Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about?"
I know. I vaguely remember Little Mermaid. My favorite. Like I never really watched Little Mermaid. I probably watched it like 2-3 times ever.
Yeah, that was my shit. Damn near. I
I
used to
like
watch
the-
all cartoons.
Nah, I like the what was it? Aladdin and Lion King.
Yeah, that's
But-
well. I mean, those are classic Disney
yeah.
movies, though.
I feel like it's kind of sad that I didn't get into Little Mermaid because
Well, it wasn't from the Little Mermaid movie. It was from the fucking TV show.
oh shit,
Yeah, they had like a full ass TV show. I used to watch that at my grandma's house.
she had her own like cartoon show. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
All-
crazy.
they had like hella TV shows for like those
Yeah,
like Saturday morning cartoon type things. I used to watch all of them all the time. But anyways, man, that's crazy how a person, he's basically he's condoning rape, like no consent. He's saying like, I'm gonna grab these girls by their pussies, and now he's running for the president of the United States. And not only that, he has like a good possibility of winning.
Yeah, that I was kind of like scared for this, and I don't even feel any like safer at all. Like even with Hillary too, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I wouldn't want like someone like Trump in charge. You know what I mean? He seems like he's a short fuse that'll just blow up right away. You know what I mean? Oh shit!
You heard this? This is kind of funky though.
Grab him by the pussy. You're like a bitch. Grab him by the pussy. You're like a bitch. Grab him by the pussy. You're like a bitch. Grab him by the pussy. You're like a bitch.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with fucking Donald Trump, man.
So, like, being that this presidential election is coming up, right? Who do you feel is more fit?
This is the thing. All right, so I have those election ballots and shit, right? And my mom I was with her, and she was doing her like, what's that called? Like those pre-election ballot things where you don't go to the polls, you just mail it in. You mail in your votes. So she was like filling everything out, right? And then she's gonna vote for Hillary, and she was saying like, "Where's yours at? Let me see yours." And so she asked me for mine, and she was gonna like fill it out
for you,
for me, like voting for fucking Hillary. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Like, see, with me, I don't want to vote for either of those candidates. And this is the thing. Most people think that you are going to choose what? The lesser of two evils, which in this case is Hillary. But she's fucking bad too.
Yeah,
and
she
people
has her
don't
own scandals also.
People don't understand this. Like the way that she deleted all those emails, if anyone else like were to delete those emails who wasn't like a big politician like that, who didn't have fucking Clinton in her name, blah, 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 who didn't like get money from these bankers and all this shit, they would be in fucking prison for I don't know how many years.
Yeah, she got off on this one.
So I don't know where people get off like thinking that that's the best choice, you know?
Yeah.
So I think what people need to understand is there's other third party candidates that we could vote for. And I think people need to do the research.
Yeah.
So some of the third party candidates, like there's this guy, Gary Johnson. He's the nominee, but the party nominee for the Libertarian Party. And then there's also Jill Stein.
Wait. There's more than they have new parties now.
There's a bunch, man.
Wait, so when we was learning about this back in like middle school or whatever, there was only like what 2-3 parties or something.
No, there's always been hella parties.
Yeah,
but the two main ones are of course the Democratic Party and the Republican Party.
Yeah,
you know the elephants and the donkeys.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. I don't like to bring up politics a lot because I don't have big views on it, or I don't have a lot of knowledge in this area. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's very important for us to talk about it as a young voice in this culture. Because like you and me, we're young, and all these people, especially the people who listen to this podcast, they're probably not as involved in politics as they would like to be or should be.
Yeah.
You know,
because don't even care.
At the end of the day, this does govern our future in some increment of any way, whether it be the smallest increment, whether Donald gets into the office and he actually does anything good or bad, it has some sort of effect in our lives, in our generation. Yeah. So I feel like it's important for people like us, the young adults, the people who are 18 and above who can vote but don't necessarily know too much about politics or aren't into politics. I feel like we should know something about it. And people want to choose. They want to choose like Donald or Hillary. And most people, I think, that I've talked to at least, lean towards Hillary. But
Yeah.
I feel like people should be aware of the other candidates. So we got like Gary Johnson, who's from the Libertarian Party, and Jill Stein. Those are the other two third party candidates that are probably like the biggest ones, besides besides the two main ones. And Jill Stein is from the Green Party.
I like that party.
So like, I mean, I was watching an interview with John Oliver where he exposes like their wacky thoughts and shit. Like Jill Stein, he was basically saying that Jill Stein doesn't have any legit logical way to present her ideas. Like Jill Stein, she wants to get rid of student loan debt, like all student loan debt, but she has no like real way to get there, which is just as bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's just
like
she's pulling shit up out her ass, and then if elected, that's when I'm gonna have to go fucking figure that shit out.
It's like what John Oliver was saying is basically her plan is to do it like magic. Like basically she's gonna fucking print new money, but the money doesn't have value when you just print it. You know what I mean?
You need something to back it.
Yeah, exactly. And Gary Johnson, let me just show you fucking Gary Johnson. It's like basically the way that John Oliver explains it is it's not like we're picking the less of two evils. It's damn near we're picking the less of four evils, even if we include these other third party members. Look, this is Gary Johnson talking about Trump, because he made a comment about Trump, and this is what he said.
It was kind of a misfire on my part when I called him a pussy. Donald Trump's a pussy. But the point was that, you know what? I've climbed the highest mountain on each of the 7 continents. I'm going to do a 3,000-mile mountain bike ride here upcoming. Trump's the pussy. I think that Donald Trump alienates more than half of Republicans. Deporting 11 million illegal immigrants, building a fence across the border, killing the families of Islamic terrorists. Free market, but I'm going to force Apple to make their iPads and their iPhones in the United States. If it gets down to being in the presidential debates and he's got anything to say about me, which I'm sure he will, I'll just start off the fact that he's a pussy.
I know that just by playing that clip right there, more people who are listening to this are like, damn, I'm going to vote for this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck Hillary, fuck Donald. Like, who are these other guys? And that's what I want to make people aware of, is that we do have other candidates. Like, most people think, I'm voting for this guy or I'm voting for this girl. But know your options is all I'm trying to say.
It's not really just two-sided like that.
And for the people who are like, yo, that'll never work, right? If I vote for one of these other people, it'll never work. But that's because you're thinking of it like that. And that's because other people are thinking of it that way. They're like,
and the magnitude of it just really brings the chances that much lower.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear a lot of people saying, like, being realistic, voting for anyone besides those two is pointless. But it's not pointless if everybody else did it. So if you're the first person to do it, then you're the first person to do it. And if everybody were to, or more people were to think that way, then one of these third parties might just fucking get it.
Yeah.
So say that Donald or Hillary, right? They're running as the two main party candidates again 4 years from now. Maybe that year in 2020, one of these third party candidates like Kanye West or something.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
What if this whole shit is setting it up for Kanye right now?
That would be crazy.
Like, you know how I like
Mr.
conspiracies
President
and shit.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, let's just get 2 donkey ass fucking people to become the president and show these people that they got to vote and all that shit just for this time. And it's like, okay, now everyone's going to start voting again. Then Kanye comes up in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And then he becomes Yeezus.
I mean, looking at all the candidates right now, Kanye is looking like a better candidate.
Kinda, shit.
Right? See, all right, this is one of the reasons I personally don't want to vote for Hillary. It's because I think that she's a fucking liar and she'll do anything to get votes. And there's this like cool video that I found where it just shows her changing her positions on certain things, and it's literally, it shows you from like from the early 2000s or whatever up till now, her changing her ideas on different subjects like gay marriage and things like that. So check this out.
You were against same-sex marriage, now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies, now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now, suddenly last week, you're against it. Will you say anything to get elected?
Well, actually, I have been very consistent over the course of my entire life. I have always fought for the same values and principles.
Do you think New York State should recognize gay marriage?
No.
No. Okay.
2004.
I believe that marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman.
I have not supported same-sex marriage. I have supported civil partnerships and contractual relationships.
I support marriage for lesbian and gay couples.
Her hair just grows longer and longer each year.
I support it personally and as a matter of policy and law.
So you're saying your opinion on gay marriage changed, or you changed your mind?
I have to say, I think you are being very persistent, but you are playing with my words and playing with what is such an important issue.
I'm just trying to clarify so I can understand.
No, I don't think you are trying to clarify. I think you're trying to say that, I used to be opposed and now I'm in favor and I did it for political reasons, and that's just flat wrong. So let me just state what I feel like you are implying and repudiate it. I have a strong record. I have a great commitment to this issue, and I am proud of what I've done and the progress we're making.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just want to clarify what I was saying. No, I was saying that you maybe really believed this all along, but, believed in gay marriage all along, but felt for political reasons America wasn't ready yet and you couldn't say it. That's what I was thinking.
No, that is not true.
It really is great how long you've supported gay marriage.
Yes. I could have supported it sooner.
Well, you did it pretty soon.
Yeah. Could have been sooner.
Fair point.
Yeah, just shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And us not only changing the values, I get it, like people change, but denying that you said it in the first place
doesn't mean they changed for the better. Right?
It's like what's real? You know what I mean? Like, do I believe you then? Do I believe you now? Or should I just not believe you and I go for the latter? She's
just saying whatever to get elected, dude.
Exactly.
For
and
sure.
That's how I feel like
right.
the Clintons are. You know? Just saying whatever they need to do
to get to that point.
Exactly. Taking money from bankers, doing all these things to get into that spot of power. That's why sometimes, in my opinion, like Trump, some of the crazy shit he says, it's kind of cool because he says crazy shit. Because at least he's speaking like something different than like these political policies and whatever. I can't even explain it. Fuck. See, this is why I can't talk about fucking politics.
No, I feel you because I don't really have a voice in this either. I feel like I haven't done enough research. I didn't even watch any of the debates, keep it real. But like honestly, just off of the surface, I wouldn't even know who to vote for. Like,
and that's how most people are. Like a lot of young people, at least. Yeah. Especially this, like, it's not getting anyone excited to vote for anyone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, who's really examining who our age, like 18 and up, like 18 to 30 years old, is really taking a hard look and examining these candidates. You know?
Honestly, if I ask 10 people right now if they're voting, just if they're voting in general, probably maybe one or two would probably even really yeah. I don't know if it's just like who I will run into like by chance, but I'm pretty sure like the numbers are speaking for itself. You know what I mean? Like, you're right though. If everyone just like voted, it could definitely make a bigger impact.
I think people
everyone's mentality is just so the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think people should just know the options. And as far as my vote goes for, it's this guy right here.
I'm Joe Exotic, and today this is not going out to any kind of a presidential candidate or any politician. The purpose of this video today
I like this
is
guy
to
already.
let you know who I am. First thing.
Okay, so first of all, let's just describe him. It's this guy. His leg is fucked up. I don't know why his leg is fucked up. He's on like one of those canes.
He's on a cane, but he's also wearing a knee brace.
Yeah.
With jeans.
Blue jeans.
Blue jeans on.
Blue jeans, like a cowhide jacket, not like a leather jacket.
Yeah. Like this is with the lambskin on the inside, on the inner line.
Yeah. And
looks
like
like
a dad hat.
Yeah, dad hat.
Sunglasses, and it looks like he has a mullet, but I cannot confirm or deny because he's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot the fucking biggest part of this. He's in a fucking like a zoo with fucking 30 lions and tigers in there. I'm exaggerating, but I see at least 3 in there.
Yeah.
And they're just chilling. They're just like fucking playing with their toys right next to this guy who's obviously hurt.
He's
and they
already
could kill
like,
at any moment.
He looks like he's already just a meek little lamb, just gonna wait till that moment.
I wonder what his background is. Let's listen to him.
Yes, I am not cutting my hair. I'm not changing the way I dress. I refuse to wear a suit. I am gay. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life. I currently got legally married. Thank God. It's finally legal in America. I've had some kinky sex. I have tried drugs through the younger years of my life. I am broke as shit. I have a judgment against me from some bitch down there in Florida. But I can tell you, I paid a fine with the USDA, and that is nothing but a civil fine, ladies and gentlemen. That does not mean that I was accused or convicted of any kind of animal cruelty thing. I built one of the biggest facilities and the nicest facilities for exotic animals in this country as far as a private individual goes. I'm Joe Exotic, and don't forget, I am
Joe
now
Exotic.
stepping my foot in the ring to run for president. And this is all paid for by the committee of Joe Exotic Speaks for America.
You know what the craziest part about this video is?
What?
I damn near like him better than the other options that we have.
It seems like everyone got a couple screws loose, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, everyone is just as crazy as that right now. Like, you know what I mean? He has 2 tigers in there with him.
I don't know what's up with all that.
Like, he's
crazy.
He's crazy on that fear level, you know what I mean? They're crazy on scandal levels.
He probably raised those lions and tigers in there.
Being that they're so like
they're hella calm around him. They know him, and also too, he has his back facing one of them. You know, like when you have your back facing a lot of these
predators,
these predator like big cats and shit, they'll do that slow stalk and sneak up on you and shit until you turn your face, and then they'll either go away or they'll pounce right then because that's the last chance that they have, and that's just an instinctual thing. You seen that guy on Instagram? I forgot his name. It's like black tiger, jaguar, white, something like that.
Mm-mm.
You ever seen that? It's like this. I don't know if he's like Mexican. I think he speaks Spanish.
He's like a lion or tiger whisperer.
Yeah, he like cuddles with fucking tigers and lions and shit.
And they like play, like wrestle, like how lions wrestle each other type of play, right?
Yeah.
I think I did see that shit.
Black jaguar, white tiger. This guy's crazy. Here, we're on his Instagram right now. Here's him with a lion. Let's see what he does. He's using the lion's tail as a fucking microphone.
Shit, some dogs you do that to, they'll bite you. They'll bite your hand for sure.
And now the end is near.
Dude, he has like
and
5
so
lions
I
there.
face the final curtain.
He has a nice voice.
This is one of those typical karaoke songs you hear like at a family party.
Yeah.
And then it's like the uncle sitting hella close to the edge of the sofa with good posture.
With good posture?
Yeah, musky ass cologne, gold chains, pinky rings. He still has a nice head of hair.
Do you think a good
Sunglasses.
posture, like for those old people, do you think that's like something they worked on, or something that's just natural?
Dude, I think they worked on that, dude.
Do you think they're like beating into it, like coming from like being young and when you could hit kids and shit, that they're like sit up straight and they just got it ingrained in their mind?
a little more than us. Yeah, I mean, we're probably like the last generation that was able to get beat, and then after that, it kind of anything was abuse.
That's why these kids are so freaking bold.
And
you ever notice that?
Stupid shit. Yeah,
these kids are way too bold. Like those people who are doing those clown things.
Yeah,
they're way too bold, man. Like,
and even still, that might even be some like adults that just never grew.
You know what I hate? I hate those fucking prank videos.
Which prank videos?
Just prank videos in general.
Why? Those are the best.
I mean, I like watching them, but but that's stupid. Like someone probably has died from doing a prank video.
Yeah. I mean, some of the shit I see people get away with is just like, how'd you even get, like, you know, who is it? Vitaly that goes into the hood and like does some suspect shit and then gets chased off.
Dude, like I seen people pull out guns on those pranksters and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's
just
nothing
imagine,
to fuck with.
You might fuck with the wrong one day.
Like he might be having a bad day.
But I think
already.
I feel like that's probably what makes the magnitude of how funny it is too, though. The fact that
I could see
they put themselves so much at risk. Like,
I mean, you see them like targeting areas of crime
and places where people wouldn't play like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the title will literally say, "Pranking people in the hood
gone wrong.
Watch what happens." Gone wrong.
Yeah.
That's so. I would never do that. Shit.
Me
ever.
personally, I would not do it.
I wouldn't.
But
I wouldn't be associated with anyone who does that.
That's why I love to watch it though. Like I'll spectate
it
all day.
Interesting.
If we're just talking about it from an entertainment standpoint, yeah, I like it. But I guess behind it, people do go too far too. Like just imagine some of these people, like that day is ruined for them.
Yeah,
they might be late to work because of this shit, or like, who knows? Some people probably even got fired from some shit like that.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not into pranking at all. But
what would you do if a clown was like you open your door just like a normal day, you're about to go to work? You work
like my freaking house door?
Yeah,
dude, it would be hands immediately.
Like if you work fairly early in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you're just typical routine. You're walking.
It's
down the
fucking
stairs,
dark when I get
and
out.
it's dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's say 4 or 5 feet away from your door, you just see that clown.
Nah, man.
He's
gonna get some hands, but he's gonna get some feet.
And then he's also gonna get tapped out.
I'm not so good at jujitsu, but I'll try.
Shit. Just sit on him, bro. By the time you're done throwing hands and legs, you should be done already.
I'll use my high school double leg takedown.
And then get a. Oh yeah, you did wrestling too, huh?
Yeah, he might get a outside guillotine because I hear that's what the wrestlers always forget about. Like when you put your head on the outside, like they always get guillotined. That's how you know someone's like super amateur at MMA.
Mm-hmm.
If they get a guillotine from the outside, it's because you can't do a double leg and have your head on the outside. Yeah. All right, that was a completely different topic.
We just went skipping right now, like from different topics.
Yeah, but man, what do you think about those clown things in general? And how did that start? I don't even know how that started.
I don't know. So I heard about it, or I seen it like probably on WorldStar. You know what I mean? And didn't think anything of it because it wasn't anything that sparked my interest. You know what I mean? Like, okay, clown prank. I don't even like clowns already just to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't fuck with them. I when I was younger, I didn't mind them, but like, you know what I mean? Like as I got older, I could see how creepy it is and like how weird. You know what I mean? I just don't fuck with clowns.
Yeah.
And I started seeing more videos about it and more reactions, and hell, it just sparked up a whole like viral thing about it. I think if you want to be clowning like that, then I mean, just know that you might fuck with the wrong one day, and you can't blame that person for doing whatever the fuck they did to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it had to have started like this month, right?
It couldn't have been more than 2 months ago. Like I think it was this month. Yeah, you're right.
Because I think it was like gearing up for Halloween.
Gearing up for Halloween, yeah.
That's like how it started coming about. You know, October October's coming, the scary shit's coming.
Yeah.
And it's like a consensus for people now that clowns are really creepy. Like
Yeah.
the most creepy thing is a clown. And especially from like fucking, what is that, It? From, from Stephen King?
Yeah. What if this whole thing is like, this whole time, every year you try to look for new Halloween costumes and shit. But like in the world, that all these manufacturers made too many clown costumes. So what they did was try to spark up a hype on it, and they get rid of the surplus of all their costumes.
Dude,
I bet you hella people are gonna want to be clowns.
I heard that at first it was booming and now it's backfiring.
Oh, really?
Like I read somewhere that like the clown costume industry was like on an up.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning of the month or whatever, when this clown shit first started happening, and then once all the like backlash and the feedback came from, I hear schools aren't allowing clown costumes for Halloween, and they don't even sell clown costumes at like Party City.
They got like fucking commercials with police like warning people not to wear fucking costumes and shit. Yeah, I seen it on
not to wear clown costumes specifically.
Yeah, just because of all the shit that's been happening, they have like a zero tolerance policy on it.
Yeah, man.
Which I understand.
People are idiots.
Yeah, which I understand. Like shit. But like I said, if you're gonna wear a clown costume, just know that you're probably doing it for the dumbest reason, because you're off a hype. You know what I mean?
You're doing it for the Vine and shit, like to impress your friends.
You want to be bold and all that shit.
No one's like in a clown costume and not recording it. If you are, that's really fucking sad. At least record that shit.
And like, there's clowns out there that are proud to be clowns. You know what I mean? Like, you're just taking away from them. Like some people make a living off being a clown. You know,
like Steve-O. Did you know Steve-O was he went to clown college?
Dude,
Steve-O from Jackass.
I imagine that. I mean, shit, dude's goofy as fuck already as is, and like, I could only imagine you paint his face white, he looks even more like a clown. You know what I mean?
He said statistically, the clown college that he went to, which was like the how do you say it?
Ringling Brothers
and Barnum and Bailey. Statistically, it's harder to get into that school than it is to get into Harvard. So he like always used that.
That's pretty fucking tight.
Yeah, I mean that's tight, but how much
money
are you gonna make as a fucking clown?
How would you generate? Yeah, that's true.
How do you generate that income?
Unless you're not Ringling or Barnum or Bailey or Brother.
I don't know how any of those circus performers like make any money really.
It's crazy they don't get hit with like the animal cruelty shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, look.
Bad.
Well, I mean, then again, you got SeaWorld open still, and you ever watch Blackfish?
Yeah. I watched all that. Blackfish, The Cove. You seen The Cove?
Did not see The Cove. I seen Blackfish.
What do you think about Blackfish?
Damn. I mean, shit, I used to enjoy the shit out of SeaWorld before, and now it kind of killed it for me. But at the same time, I feel bad. Like, my entertainment is coming from someone else's anguish.
Yeah, especially how smart those
Yeah, they're supposed to be smarter than us, right?
I don't know about that. We're pretty fucking smart, but...
Or they say they use 40, like, a little bit more of their mental capacity than we do or whatever.
I have no idea about any of that, but all I know is when you're an animal and you get so smart that hunting becomes easy, you like take up other things with your brain. So like these dolphins and shit. Have you ever seen those bottlenose dolphins? I think they're in Florida. They do this thing where it's like shallow water, right? And there's a bunch of fish. One dolphin makes a little mud ring. Like it smacks the ground, it smacks the mud, and everything starts floating up into a ring, right? And then it makes a ring around all these fish. The fish get scared and they're like, fuck, I can't get out of here. They jump out of the water into the dolphins' mouths who are waiting outside the ring.
Outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when you get like animals that smart, they start doing crazy shit. They start making families. They start talking to each other.
Yeah.
They start fucking raping each other. Just like smart shit like that, you know what I mean? So I feel like any animal who's that smart would be like, that's torture for them to be in captivity.
Yeah.
It sucks. And here's the thing too, like with zoos and shit, like I have a love-hate relationship with zoos, you know? Like me and my girlfriend, our first date was at a zoo, so I love a zoo for that.
Yeah.
And
you're an animal lover as well.
Yeah,
right?
we're both animal lovers. But like what sucks about it at the same time is like seeing animals captive. And what they had zoos for before was that's the only fucking way you would ever see a tiger
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you would go to the zoo. Now we got the internet. Now we got all this access to know about all these creatures. It's like, do we really need zoos anymore?
How do you feel about aquariums?
Aquariums, so I was high one day at Lucky Chances.
Yeah.
And Lucky Chances has an aquarium. And I was looking at the fish. It's hard to decipher. Are they so dumb that they're cool with it, they're chill, and they just want food? Or are they smart enough where they're like, fuck, I've seen the same shit every day. I'm bored of this shit. I hate that fish right there. I hate that fish right there. I can't get out. This is my life. You know what I mean? It's hard like, to know.
Like the dentist's office at Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Like, do they want to break out?
I remember, you ever been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium?
Yeah, I have.
So there's this like room you walk into, and it's like everything is pretty much covered except for a strip that kind of goes around in a circle. So it's like the perimeter of a wall, and you see fish swimming in one direction.
It's the sardines.
The sardines, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all swimming in one direction. Imagine, like, for all their life, all they do is swim laps around this fucking room. You know what I mean?
You know what's so crazy about that? Like, if you look at those sardines going around, sometimes there's one sardine
going against the grain.
And I'm like, that's me right there.
I fucks with this
That's
one.
my sardine. That sardine is my spirit animal right there.
He's going against the grain like, hey.
He said, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What are we really up to here?
You guys are doing this wrong. Like, for X amount of time we've been going this way. Why not go the other way around? We got our life to figure this out.
That's
you know?
the fucking Malcolm X of sardines right there.
He was a political activist. He was also an author. You know what I mean? Like, this fish was just trying to do everything. You know what I mean?
That's Sardine Luther King right there.
Making the best of any situation for real. Like, and he's probably entertained by that.
Man, I wonder how smart fish are, because we know how smart like dolphins and octopi. And is that how you say multiple octopus?
Octopussies.
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 I want to play.
Grab him by the pussy. Grab him by the pussy.
Octopussy.
Grab him by the octopussy.
That's what the octopuses would do with Donald Trump's advice.
Just, man, what's your favorite like marine life?
Aquamarine animal.
That's a tough one, man. There's a lot of good ones.
There's
the cuttlefish.
Yeah, that's the one that can change color, right?
Yeah, they
could be like invisible in a sense.
They have those pigments in their skin that they could like inflame and make it so that they look that certain color.
Yeah. That's crazy how was it Jurassic Park where they mixed the DNA of a cuttlefish?
Yeah.
Damn, my favorite aquamarine animal.
Aquamarine animal.
I guess I'd have to say, well, sea turtles are kind of cool. They're kind of chill.
Sea turtles are tight.
They're chill as fuck, and they look like they're flying for real. But I mean, if you were to ask me, and off the top of my head, I'd probably say shark, just because they're pretty.
What kind of shark?
I like makos and.
Ooh, mako's a good one.
Makos and what's it called, and great whites.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I also do fuck with what's the other shark? Is it leopard shark?
Leopard shark is the smaller one, the one that we have in the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah. I fuck with those. Just because they're kind of like local to us.
They kind of look like catfishy, don't they?
They don't look too
they're
scary.
Not really scary sharky.
Yeah. But out of the scary ones, I'd say mako, just because they're faster than gray whites, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, makos is the fastest, actually.
Yeah, they're the fastest.
Makos are the fastest.
Their teeth are kind of like just look like barbed wire.
Yeah,
they're
like jagged.
It doesn't even really matter which way it's going, but it's gonna fuck you up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they grow teeth
on teeth
all the time. Like,
imagine if
their teeth are not precious, huh?
Imagine like our teeth. Once you lose teeth, it's like fuck, dude. You kind of gotta have fake teeth. We only have one chance to lose our teeth, basically, right?
They got rows and rows always coming in because they always be fucking it up.
chewing on the craziest shit. Like, just imagine, like, damn, I ate so tough that I broke my tooth. That would be
sucks.
weird for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Did you know that the electric eel is actually more related to a catfish than an eel?
Why is that?
It's like straight up catfish. Like, they just call it an eel because, like, the shape of its body
was like,
you know? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like, all right, look at the face of an electric eel and look at the face of a catfish. Let me pull that shit up.
Yes, please.
Electric eel. I spelled eel wrong.
So, if an electric eel were out of water and it zapped us, would it still have the potential to kill us?
I don't know if an electric eel could kill us at all.
Oh, really? It'd just be like a quick little jolt?
I've seen an electric eel kill a caiman. The caiman was probably no bigger than like 3 feet.
Okay.
So that's the biggest thing that I've seen an electric eel kill.
All right, so that's like an over-exaggeration. I thought they could kill us, you know what I mean?
I don't know. They could for sure fuck us up. Have you seen that video of the like kid? I think he's... Where are electric eels from? They're from like South America, right?
If I would have to throw it, like a region on it, I'd probably think it'd be like near New Zealand.
Let's see, electric eel. It's hard researching and talking at the same time.
At the same time. I do like unagi though. You
Amazon. Waters of the Amazon.
Amazon rainforest.
So South America, I was right. See, shit, I'm on my fucking game with this. I be watching documentaries with David Attenborough all fucking day.
Hey, Shark
That's my
Week's your shit.
Shark Week's my shit, dude.
Dude, hey, that's the only time that, like, I'll catch a Discovery every now and then if something really sparked my interest, but like Shark Week, my shit is on Shark Week the whole time, pretty much.
Shark Week's fun.
I probably watch the same episodes like over and over again because, you know, they always repeat and shit.
All right, here we go. So this is a picture of an electric eel from the Amazon. Look at his face. Notice its snout, its eyes spread apart, its mouth.
You know what's crazy? It kind of looks like a potato. Like the little holes on his body.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a dumb animal. It looks stupid for some reason. I think because the eyes look like those
when they're so spread apart and shit.
Yeah,
makes it look even dumber.
But those eyes look like the eyes you glue on to shit to make it look like it's alive, like on a paper.
And then eyes kind of move.
Yeah. And this is a moray eel. Fuck, that shit looks scary.
Yeah,
is that real?
What's up? Oh, that has to be real, dude. It looked like crystallized teeth.
Oh, that's fucking
diamond
scary.
teeth.
I see. All right.
See, this one looks like he has slick back hair.
I went to Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
And we went snorkeling in Hanauma Bay or Hanauma Bay.
Yeah.
Hanauma Bay in Oahu, Hawaii, for all my Hawaiians out there. But yeah, so I was with my girlfriend and her friends, and we all went snorkeling, right? Now I love snorkeling, so it's like the end of the day. And
how deep was the water like under you? How much space did you have?
It gets deep. It could get like 30, 40 feet deep, maybe.
Was it as active as you were like thinking it was gonna be, like as far as like the activity in the water?
Well, I've been there before.
Okay.
Like last time I've been there before that time was 8th grade. And so I knew what to expect, but it's always fun doing it.
Yeah.
But so I had the GoPro, right? And the last time I was out, I was like, ooh, I want to just go exploring, right? Everyone's tired, but I'm like, yo, I want to fucking go out there and find the shit. So I go out there, I have my GoPro.
Yeah.
And then I see a fucking moray eel, a long ass moray eel.
That same color right there?
This, I forget what color. It might have been like looking spotty or something.
Okay.
But it was probably like 3, maybe 4 feet long. It was a long eel. Like I have the video on my Vimeo.
Yeah.
If you want to check that shit out. And so I'm like following it. I follow it for a long time.
Were you scared of it at all? Like, did it?
You know what? I wasn't
kind of felt welcomed by it.
I wasn't that scared of it because I was already used to all the other fish at this point. But I did make sure to keep my distance because like they don't really talk about the moray eels. They talk about like, all right, we got the parrotfish here, you got these tangs over here, but they don't talk about the eels, you know. So I'm following this shit, and then cool, like I got pretty close to it. I like got a video, but I never went in front of its way. I was just like following it from the back.
Yeah.
So later on, I upload the video. I go home. I search about moray eels, and I see this video of this diver, and he gets his fucking thumb bitten off by the fucking eel. Like it starts attacking him, and then this shit takes his whole thumb off, like easily. Yeah. And you could hear him screaming underwater, which is like the most terrifying sound.
Yeah, because it sounds like he's drowning at the same time.
Yeah, so that shit gets cut off. And you know what he does?
What?
He cuts off his own toe and puts it on as his thumb.
If only you guys could see my face right now.
Would you do that? If you had...
I'd rather...
If you had your right thumb missing, would you cut off your left toe or your right toe to replace as your thumb?
I mean, I don't think I need my thumb that much.
You don't need your thumb that much?
Well,
are you kidding me? As a barber, especially, because I would damn near go for the toe thumb, dude.
I think I need my toe. Well, I'm a little heavier, so I might need the foundation. You know what I mean?
I think it would be better if you got like a mechanical toe and a real toe thumb.
I would keep the toe, lose the thumb, and just cut hair.
Cut hair like this.
Nah, cut hair left-handed.
Okay.
Because you're
kind of ambidextrous.
I could cut hair left-handed.
You could right left-handed.
I'll just
right?
hold the comb hella funny like this.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I'm trying to figure out what it's like to not have a thumb right now. It's kind of hard because the thumb is like probably one of the strongest fingers you have. Maybe
you got to hold everything like a cigarette.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But anyways,
I mean, you could roll with one thumb.
Yeah.
You roll papers with one thumb, a blunt with one thumb.
I mean, you could. All right. So check out the face of this catfish. Note the dumb sideways looking eyes.
The dumb sideways eyes.
The mouth real big. And look, these guys are cousins.
What's funnier is the fact that the catfish looks kind of joyful.
It does. It looks like a happy fish.
Yeah, but then his cousin's just not really having
He's
that
not
good of a
having
time.
it. He's not having it.
He's kind of smug. If I was... Oh, is that an alligator eating an eel?
This right here?
Yeah.
I think that's a caiman eating an electric eel. Let's go watch this video.
Yeah, I want to see that video you was talking about because that shit is crazy. I don't want to see the thumb and the toe part, but I mean, shit.
What do I search? Like electric eel shocks boy? Oh, right here.
Shocks guy. Perfect.
It says, this is not how you catch an electric eel. This fool's in the water.
In
trying
the water,
to get an
basketball shorts, white tee on. Like, you might as well have taken the white tee off, bro. You're going to get that dirty for sure. Oh, shit. Do you think he's more severely, like, getting shocked being that he's in water?
Yeah, I mean, fucking...
Because it's amplified,
water,
right?
Yeah, water conducts electricity. Dude, you can see the moment that it happens. He's just, like, walking through, and all of a sudden goes...
He starts, like, kind of just, like, seizing.
It's
almost.
weird how electricity does that. It makes you, like, stutter. It's kind of like a broken record, almost.
You ever...
Here, hold on. Let's play this shit again. Watch. We're hella making fun of this guy.
Sorry, guy. Hope he's all right. He's got to be all right, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was fine. I think he got up like right after that. Electric eel kills
the alligator. Must see the alligator.
This is a caiman though, which is like a lot smaller than an alligator. Oh, here's the electric eel.
Oh, you know what? I think I did see this. Was this on WorldStar?
It probably was. Oh man, he's biting it now, and I don't know if
who's
he's
struggling.
shocking.
Is he struggling or is?
Oh, now the shock is coming on right here.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can see him stiff. He's just straight stiff.
His fucking legs the only thing kicking.
Dude, I wouldn't even stand on that wet sand right there.
Yeah, that shit can shift easily. Shift easily, or you can slip. You got that little measly tree right there that's not gonna save you.
You're gonna get got just standing in the wetness. You know what I mean? I'd wear some rubber boots. This fool's
he's
fried.
Yeah.
But they both damn near dead.
Corre aqui! Rápido!
Is that Portuguese?
I
don't know. Obrigado. That's all I know in Portuguese. Just because of like watching so many fights and shit.
Oh yeah.
Obrigado. Watching Anderson Silva.
You know what's surprising? You remember Mike Garcia?
Yeah.
He was surprisingly really good at Japanese.
Really?
Yeah, like.
Is it because he plays like video games?
I don't know, maybe.
Because he plays those like DDR games, right? Those
he was hella good
rhythm.
at those rhythm. Yeah, where rhythm is like the objective of the game. Like he has some crazy ass rhythm. Like he could play without looking type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those.
You remember that
rhythm
controller
games.
he made?
Yeah.
He made a controller for a game, like some sick ass controller.
He had hella, right?
And he had everyone sign it. That was like his yearbook.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if he still.
I
has
think
that.
I signed that shit.
I'm pretty sure I did too. Hey Mikey, if you still got it, let me know if you got it. I kind of want to see what it looked like nowadays.
Hey, watching him play those games, it's amazing. Like I
would never play him. I would never play him.
How do you see all the freaking characters flying up the screen and then like?
Oh, and he has it at expert all the time. Like
yeah, it literally. It looks like the Matrix, like all the letters going up,
zeros and ones and
quick,
shit.
And he's making sense of it on beat. Like what?
I couldn't comprehend it. Like it was just crazy.
How do you practice that? Like, did you play DDR?
I wasn't much of a DDR person, but
that shit.
I was all right, like on the controller, but like as far as rhythm, like on the actual dance pad, nah, I couldn't.
You gotta
do
be
it.
nimble.
Yeah, I'm not exactly nimble, man.
And you gotta have endurance for that shit.
Yeah, I'm more. I'll do the controller. I get, you know, what I mean? I could do it on there.
Remember when that shit was like the thing? Like everyone had a DDR pad. Dance Revolution.
What was it? PlayStation 1?
Yeah, it was on the first PlayStation.
I remember some people had this shit modded and chipped. So like,
oh, I had my shit modded.
So like your shit, you left the disc tray open, right?
No, mine was different. Mine was legit as fuck.
Some people had to leave their shit open because like you could switch discs during or whatever. And then I forgot what the fuck it was, but I was just like, damn, that's crazy. That's just not supposed to be open like that.
I remember my family, like we went to a computer store and we got a chip in our PlayStation.
Yeah.
So what it basically did was it bypassed the thing where it could only play like copyright PlayStation games.
Yeah.
So that means that now I could go to Blockbuster, and I used to do this all the time with my brother. We used to go to Blockbuster, rent hella games, and then we had a CD player and a CD burner, and we'd get blank discs and burn the Blockbuster rented games onto these fucking blank DVDs or blank CDs, and we could play it forever now. So that's how we got all our games.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I remember my dad, he went to the Philippines, right? And he came home with a gang of fucking games because that shit is so cheap over there.
Oh yeah, their piracy is non-existent over
there.
Dude, if you think about it now, so like having a modded like PlayStation and all that back then, like now is like having, you know how people got those Fire Sticks that are hacked and all that.
Fire Sticks,
like kind of like a Chromecast.
Oh.
And it has like apps on there and shit. It's kind of like an Apple TV.
That's Amazon or no?
Amazon, yeah, Amazon's version. And one of my cousins actually got one. He got basically he gets like pay-per-view for free. Fucking
wow.
Hella other shit like anything you see on their story, you could just press play and watch it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So it just bypasses any charges, I guess, is what it is. I don't know how that shit works. That's just crazy. You say, what you want to watch? I don't know. He said anything that's even in the movies right now. Like, what?
Wow. See, with me now, especially like the profession I'm in, I do my best to like not pirate anything.
Just knowing what, like, because you want
knowing how people make their money, you know?
Yeah. Knowing that everyone has to get theirs too.
Yeah, but you can't help it sometimes.
Shit, remember when we got Final
that
Cut?
Fucking pirate thing. Oh yeah,
from school, like we're like, oh hell yeah, hey, what's up, Miss? I'm not gonna say any names, but let me borrow this disc real quick,
dude. Without pirated like Fruity Loops, Logic, all these programs, Reason, how many fucking beat makers of today would actually
be existent.
Yeah. A bunch of them wouldn't, because it wasn't accessible for people. But with torrents, with like all that type of shit, it became accessible, and now these like kids are able to like try and make music when before they couldn't even try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. And I know that like certain places, like there's a place in Richmond that has like a community center that they have like computers with all the legit like Reason, and like kids could come in and work over there. But
that's crazy that they have places like that now.
Was it?
It's crazy that they have places like that now.
Yeah. Well, that's the only place I know of, honestly.
Yeah, because like the closest thing we do have to that would be like a Boys and Girls Club. You know what I mean? Like, even still, not every Boys and Girls Club is gonna have that. And I feel like, you know how you said if none of those pirated copies made it out, not a lot of these artists would be out, and it kind of makes sense too, because like, a lot of these success stories started from some shady shit. You know what I mean? And then got built into legitimacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, people, there should be something like for the kids, like for these people who are making those applications.
Yeah, like something a little more affordable, like a light version or something.
They kind of got it, like for the Adobe Suites and shit. Like you could pay for it monthly now, and they didn't have that shit like when I first started.
Suites?
Like the Adobe Creative Cloud. They have like Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, all those things that like you want to like edit videos and photos with.
So you could just pretty much like rent that or lease it in a sense.
Exactly. Like you just pay for it monthly, a subscription plan.
Yeah.
And it's a good and bad thing, I think.
Because
like,
you'll lose money eventually, right, without buying it.
It's a good thing because you could own it legitly if you want to do it legitly and you don't have the funds for it.
Yeah.
But it's a bad thing for the people who normally pay the full amount and then got to keep paying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
For all the upgrades and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, torrents are like, they're like for the hackers. They're the hackers who are doing it because they know that there's people like you and me, or people like these inspired kids who want to be able to do something positive but just don't have the funds for it.
Yeah. They're kind of like, some people say Anonymous is like kind of like a Robin Hood in a sense.
Yeah.
Like
I feel it.
And even like these, like you said, like these hackers, like you ever watch the Viceland shit on like cyber warfare and fucking hackers and shit?
I haven't. I damn near want to, because I've just started like really getting into Mr. Robot, which is like a hacker culture thing.
That's a TV series, right?
Yeah, it's on USA. It's about
how long's it been on now?
I think they're going into their third season. I'm on the second season right now, like right in the middle of the second season.
Damn, I hate when I get in like at the
very beginning.
Well, I like keeping up with something sometimes. Like when it came to Sons of Anarchy, yeah, I liked it. But like, I guess now like Mr. Robot, 3 seasons in, it's gonna be harder for me to like get into it because I'm farther behind in a sense,
I damn near like that better.
You like to binge watch, right?
Yeah, I like to like, oh shit, I'm so happy I didn't find out about this show until now.
Yeah.
Because now I got freaking 30 episodes to catch up on rather than just 10.
No, I feel it. I'm never really home long enough to binge watch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the time I get home, fucking knock it out. I'm already like close to knocking out.
Well, my binge watching it'll take place throughout a longer span sometimes. Especially if I'm like really paying attention to it.
Yeah. But I'm not going to say that it hasn't got me before. Like I was watching Prison Break. I caught on hella late and I guess like it was already done.
Mm-hmm.
But this is when I first bought my PS4 and I ended up not even using my PlayStation as a PlayStation. I was just using it for my Netflix and Blu-rays and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got caught up on there. And there were times where I'd be like, all right, one more episode.
Yeah.
Especially if the show's is this show 30 or is it an hour?
It's an hour.
Okay, so it'd be kind of hard for me to do it, but I'm gonna try. You say it's pretty good?
It's tight. I mean, for people who know like at least a little bit about coding and about like computer culture, it's like really cool and really interesting.
Yeah,
but you don't even have to know all about that, because the main character, he's like a computer genius coder, but he's also schizophrenic. So
that's what gives him the edge.
Yeah, that's what like makes it a fucking show. Like the writing in it is like really creative, and that's what makes it like really fun and interesting.
Does he like tweak out randomly?
It's it's hard to say without like giving too many spoilers.
Okay.
But you just gotta watch it, you know. It's pretty tight. Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot.
I started watching it because I got Amazon Prime and Amazon Prime Video.
That's on there?
Yeah, it's on.
Ooh, I got
the first season was on it, but then if you go on like usanetwork.com, you could like catch up on like the latest season. But then you just gotta fucking wait through all the commercials.
Is it on?
That's what they do. They be selling those commercials. That's how they make their money.
Yeah. So when I really see it, 50 minutes, like, damn, they just took like 10 minutes of my life away with these commercials, man.
Yeah, I hate the shit. Like when you see like, oh, your video will start in 113 seconds. Fuck.
Hella long.
It's not even that. It's not even that long. But
yeah,
it just
it's like less than 2 minutes.
With ads, it feels crazy long.
If it's not something that is entertaining, or it just seems totally irrelevant to me, I usually tend to try to do something to occupy that time. Like, oh shit, 10 seconds gone by, I don't like any of these commercials, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, always, always
shit like that. But then doing that always makes me late. So
for
I never
the beginning of the show.
For the beginning of for when it comes back though.
Yeah.
So I always have to rewind, and I got Comcast, you can't, some of the things you can't rewind and shit. So I have to like, it'll stay at 2 times, you know what I mean? Like on the reverse, you can't go any faster, so you can't, like, I'll see everything that happened and I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like I watched it but in backwards, but now I'm confused, you know what I mean?
Man, you know what's crazy too? Like kids, they have no sort of patience for commercials because they don't know about commercials. They didn't grow up watching TV shows and then having like an ad sold to them every 15 minutes.
And some of the, like back when we were younger, I didn't mind it as much because some of these things were like hella iconic, like 1,000 chips delicious, Chips Ahoy, where hella fucking cookies are like having a little bandstand moment and like playing the
now when I watch a YouTube video and it has a 30-second ad in the beginning before it even plays, I'm just like, oh, fuck this video, I'm not even gonna watch it.
Yeah, exit out. Sorry, you're not getting my view.
No sort of patience for it anymore. But
if commercials didn't exist, what would they capitalize on?
They gotta do it sneakily. That's why you see like so many sponsors inside the shit. Yeah. Like you ever watch a music video, you see the Beats by Dre pill right there. Like what does that have to do with the video?
Hella just in the middle.
Yeah.
And this is a black and white video, but they got the red pill out.
That was like I think Blessed was like that.
That's how the video started?
It was with it's Big Sean and Drake, and they're like on stairs and shit, and it's like it looked like a stairway to heaven or whatever. And then like every now and then there'll be a shot of Beats by Dre pill.
I mean, and it
like just on
like
stairs.
Like what? This looks just hella normal. Like this could be at my house, you know what I mean? And just put it on the steps.
Like, what is this doing here? What does that have to do with it?
Or like, I remember Viceland did like it wasn't supposed to be like a commercial, but like Vice does a lot of commercials where it's a white background and then they type shit and all that. And then in the corner there was like a T-Mobile in pink, and it said, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is not a commercial," at the bottom or some shit like that. But then they got paid for that. I'm guessing, correct?
I have no idea how that shit works.
That shit's crazy,
man. I was just talking about Viceland like earlier.
Do you have Comcast?
Yeah. So or Xfinity, whatever it is now.
So fucking people who have Uverse don't have Viceland? Is that how it is?
That's AT&T.
Yeah.
AT&T is Uverse.
Yeah.
I got Xfinity though.
No, yeah.
So I don't know.
I know people who, most of the people that I talk to that haven't been on Viceland were people who had other cable rather than Xfinity. So is that like only a channel offered by them exclusively right now?
Maybe. You know what sucks? Spike TV used to be channel 45 over here.
What happened to it?
It's a premium channel for Xfinity, and I think like other places got it, but it's a premium channel now. Like that's weak.
Yeah, I went to I was at work, and you know, okay, so the morning it's usually Channel 2 News, Right This Minute, or you know, First Take, or like anything on ESPN, and we'll go through that for a minute, and then towards the afternoon it's either going to end up being a music day, or it's going to end up being a movie day, or it's going to be a TV day. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy that one day I go to Spike and it says click to purchase or some shit like that. I was like, wait, this can't be right. You know
I gotta buy Spike TV.
I gotta buy Spike TV now. Like, come on now. This is the only premium channel under 100, like in the hundreds. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is like 500 something or 700 something, but a premium channel in channel 45? That doesn't make sense to me.
What sucks about it too is like the reason I found out about it is because I wanted to watch Bellator, the fighting.
Is that why because they linked a deal with them?
It might be. I mean, Bellator is owned by Viacom, which owns like fucking damn near every
Almost
TV
everything,
channel that you could think of. That probably is a big reason why it is a premium channel now, because like, you know, for these people who want to watch the fights, they gotta pay for the channel so they could watch like multiple Bellator events and shit. Because I don't know if Bellator does pay-per-view. I think it's like strictly because it's Viacom.
Yeah.
So I think it's strictly on like Spike TV, but you gotta pay for Spike TV. So it damn near is pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because every time you view it, it's like you paid for it.
Spike TV was the shit before. Like it was considered the man channel, or like what was the tagline for it? Something about being a man.
They had the man show, I think, was on there.
Was it? I don't remember.
There was like a super masculine show with like beer, booze, tits, and
yeah.
crazy shit that happened. It's very testosterone-y, you know what I mean?
They had those
1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, 1,000 Ways to Die. They had what was that where they get like two warriors from different places and different time periods.
Yeah, and then try to see who would like tactically.
It was
who
like
would
death
win.
match or something like that.
Yeah, who would win tactically
Yeah.
if you really broke it down like sports science.
I actually like that show a lot.
I found it pretty interesting. Like they had like Mauryan warriors on there, and then they had like kind of like, I guess you could say like ninjas or like samurais on there.
Yeah, I would like when they would do like a samurai versus a ninja, or like things that seem kind of similar.
Something that you could possibly see going down rather than something that's super like curveball.
Yeah.
Like indigenous people from the Philippines versus
Mayans or something.
or versus like I don't know, a lumberjack. You know what I mean?
That's weak as fuck.
Exactly. The ones that are more common.
A lumberjack. How'd you come up with?
I don't know. I just threw anything out.
I don't know.
I pulled that one out of hat.
Let's get out of here.
Good morning, sunshine.
Thank you to everybody who's been listening.
For all the raters, subscribers, commenters, keep doing so. We appreciate it.
Shout out to Bon for being back in the flesh.
What's up with y'all, man?
If you got anybody who you want to be on the podcast, let them know.
Yeah.
Tell them, be like, hey, have you heard of Hella Moted? Hey, Too Short, E40, I want y'all on the podcast. Like, dog. Like, let them know. And hopefully we'll try to link up, try to get an episode of Hella Moted with them. We thank you guys for all the support, all the love. It's been a fun journey for the past 13 episodes. We're going to go another 13, and then another 26, and then another whatever times 2 that is.
And whatever's the multiple of 13, because 13 is my favorite, y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Yee!